Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. In this tech tutorial video, we're going to teach you step by step how you can create and set up your own personalized team space on Notion to work with your coworkers and friends on various projects within the team space. We're going to be talking about the difference between a team space and a workspace, but we're also going to show you how to create such a team space, how to personalize it, how to customize it, set up everything perfectly, and how to add the first projects and tasks to your team space, how to invite team members, and so on and so forth, guys. So I'd say let's dive right into it and show you each step of the process. So guys, in the first step, head over to Notion, log into your account and select your workspace here in the top left corner by clicking on your current workspace name or on that arrow down icon next to it. And here below you'll see a list of all workspaces you can access through your account. If you like, you can create a completely new workspace or join one of your friends or coworkers. So let me go back point here. And below, guys, here on that left panel under Teamspaces, you will see all team spaces you have access to through your workspace. Now guys, before we dive into the details here, let me explain quickly what the difference between a workspace and a team space here on Notion is, because that might be pretty confusing. At least that was the case when I started out here on Notion. It is actually in reality pretty simple, guys. Workspaces are like digital bodies. Think of them like of your own company or the company you're a part of, and your company and your coworkers meet within a workspace digitally to share projects, to communicate with each other, to share ideas, and so on and so forth. Whereas team spaces are like departments of your company where you work on specific projects. And these projects can, for example, be listed as databases, pages, to-do lists, creative projects, calendars, galleries, and so on and so forth. You can create here on Notion and list under your team space to work with them with your coworkers. Once you're inside your workspace here on Notion, simply select your team space below. You may also click on that arrow icon to the left to expand the content of the given team space. And that's basically it, guys. As you can see, this workspace here of mine features only one team space. And if I click on that arrow down icon, you will see a list of projects I have worked so far within that team space, like that database here, that to-do list, that calendar, content calendar for a project, and so on and so forth. So guys, if you'd like to create a team space yourself, you can always get invited to one by a coworker of yours, for example, through a shareable link. We're going to show you how to invite team members to your team spaces later. You can always create your own team space here on Notion, even with a free membership. So guys, to do that, click into these three dots next to team spaces and select a new team space here. After that, go through the short setup here, assign an icon to your team space by clicking on the default icon here. You may go through that list of icons below or select an emoji from various categories like emoticons, animals, sports, activities, travel, and so on and so forth. But of course, guys, if you'd like to give your team space a custom icon, you may do that by clicking into upload here and upload an image from your device to use that as your team space's icon. Next, give your team space name here to the right, describe it here below, and also set the permissions. For example, if you click on that arrow down icon, you'll be given the opportunity to choose between these permissions, like for example, open to anyone who has been invited to that team space for a shareable link. That means also externals, not only your workspace members, but you can switch, for example, also to default so that everyone from your workspace will become automatically a member of your team space as well. Or you can select close, for example. This will allow invitees to view this team space and see its content, but not to join it actually. And then last but not least, guys, you can set your team space to private. This will set your team space basically to private and only give your invited and already joined team members of your team space the opportunity to see your team space. And for anyone outside, this team space will be invisible. Alright, click on that button in the bottom right corner, and once that's done, guys, it's time to invite team members to your team space. You may do that by clicking into that field here and, for example, search for your workspace members or for Notion users. And you can also assign a role here to the right, like Teamspace owner or Teamspace member. Teamspace member is usually the default setup. And as a Teamspace member, you will be given the opportunity to view contents of the given team space, also edit these, like for example, various projects, but you won't have the opportunity or the permission to adjust Teamspace settings, for example. Teamspace owners, on the other hand, though, can of course do that. So let me leave it at Teamspace member. You may also skip for now by clicking on that button here, and after that, your Teamspace will be created. Alright guys, so how can you navigate through your Teamspaces? As previously mentioned, simply click into Teamspaces here to the left on the left panel, and you will see that list expanding with your newly created Teamspace as well as any other Teamspaces you are a member of so far. So now it's time to customize your Teamspace before you start adding creative content and projects to it. So to access your Teamspace's settings, simply click into these three dots here and click into Teamspace settings. Now, if you click into add members, guys, you'll be redirected to that invitation panel. So here again, you can invite new members to join your Teamspace. Now, if you can't find the given workspace member under his or her name by typing in the username here, guys, you may always use, for example, invitations via email to invite externals to your Teamspace as well. Simply type in their email address here, send an invitation by clicking on this button. And after that, the given user will be notified via email and asked to join your Teamspace and also your workspace, your Notion. And if they haven't done it yet, also to create an account on Notion as well. So to access your Teamspace settings, click into these three dots here and click into Teamspace settings there. Now you'll be redirected to the members list. Here you will see a list of all members below with the name and the given role here to the right. So here you may click into the given role and switch to, for example, Teamspace member, or upgrade one of your team members from a Teamspace member to Teamspace owner. If you're the Teamspace owner, you have the permission to do that, of course. Here above, you will see the invitation link to add new members. You may use that invitation link, for example, to send it to your potential future co-workers to work with you on your projects via direct messaging services, social media posts, emails, and so on and so forth. Here at the top, you will see the current permission settings, for example, for the Teamspace owner, for Teamspace members, and for everyone else within your workspace. So you can customize these permissions here to the right and grant full access or allow Teamspace members to only edit, to only view, to only comment, and so on and so forth. Now, in the next step, guys, let us head over to the General tab in the top left corner. So here you can customize your Teamspace and, for example, rename it, describe it, change the icon, again, work on the permissions. And here at the bottom, guys, you may also leave the given Teamspace. Of course, if you're the owner, you can't do that. But if you're a Teamspace member, you may click on that button here to leave the given Teamspace and to remove it from your left sidebar here. And as a Teamspace owner, you may also archive the given Teamspace to remove it from that left sidebar here as well. Archiving a Teamspace, though, is not the same as removing it. And then you got also the security setup here in the top right corner. So here you can, for example, decide if your Teamspace members can invite or remove Teamspace members themselves, who can edit the Teamspace sidebar, who can use the invitational link, and so on and so forth, guys. So that's basically it. You will see your Teamspace here to the left. So you may also right click into it and, for example, duplicate it if you'd like to use it as a template for future Teamspaces to create. And that's it, guys. So once you're ready to get started, simply click into that arrow to the right icon here to expand your Teamspace and start creating new projects and pages by clicking into add new here. Or you may, for example, click into add page here in the top left corner to create a new page, completely blank, empty page to start giving Notion commands. Give it a title by clicking into the heading here. Next, click into that box below and enter your first command. You give commands on Notion by pressing the /forward button and by entering a command. Like, for example, let me create a table, or ask Notion to create a table. So the command for that would be /table, and you will see the list of suggested results below. So click into it. And after that, start customizing your table. Like, for example, a task list. You may rename that table and add these tasks as cells here to the left. Task 1, task 2, task 3, and so on and so forth. And after that, you may customize your task list by adding more properties like due dates, checkboxes, statuses, and so on and so forth. So that's basically it. That's how you create a task list, by the way. And as previously mentioned, guys, you can also use customizable page and database templates. To do that, click into add new here in your Teamspace list to the left. And after that, decide whether you'd like to start with a completely empty page. We just did that. Or with completely new empty database. Or you may use one of these database and pages templates below, like for example for a creative project, for a content calendar, for a task tracker, for projects, and so on and so forth. You may click into more templates here to gain access to more of them. And yeah, simply use these templates to use them, for example, for your projects, and after that fill them with content, customize them the same way we did with the table I just showed you guys. So that's something for a completely different separate tutorial. That's at least how you create and set up a Teamspace on Notion. Let's call it a day here. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial video, got some real value from it, and we'll see you next time on our channel.